Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to pass from Alabama into Mississippi. As you will see by the Welcome to Mississippi sign here. Welcome to Mississippi, birthplace of America's music. Did you know that? So I called the dispatcher because I've decided, you know, I called the customer there in Memphis where I'm making this delivery. And they said to deliver this today, I would have to be on the scale and checked in by 4 p.m. And I don't think I can make it. My GPS says, you know, that I'd be there about 4:05. And I know I'm going to hit some road construction and Memphis traffic. So I called the dispatcher and told them I'm not going to be able to get it delivered today, but I'll be there when they open up at 7 in the morning. So that's the plan. They don't have a load for tomorrow lined up yet, but they said they're planning to by the end of the day, so that's what we're hoping for. So I think what I'm going to do is stop up here at the Love's in about 45 miles. This way station is closed, by the way. And get a shower. Take a little break because I've got plenty of time on my clock, and then drive the rest of the way to my customer in Memphis. They have a big holding lot you can park in overnight. So that's the plan. Probably going to run into some rain here shortly. Listening on the radio, they got some rainstorms up ahead, moving east like I am, so I figure I'll catch up to them at some point here in the next hour. But yes sir, we're in Mississippi, North Mississippi, still on Highway 72, heading west. I think I said that wrong earlier. We're not heading east, we're heading west. Anyway, that's it for now. All right, everybody. Well, keeping up with our method of the day, announcing when we go into a new state. Here we go, from Mississippi into Tennessee. I'm only about a mile from hitting 269 north, you know, just south of Memphis. My customer is over on the southwestern side of Memphis, so I'm going to get there today, park in their lot, and be there when they open up at 7. Talked to dispatch a few minutes ago, and they've got me a load set up for tomorrow, picking up, you know, probably 15 miles away up on the northwest side of Memphis. Delivering in Flowood, Mississippi, which is down around Jackson. So at least we know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Be back in Mississippi. And it's rained on and off for the last couple of hours, which is all right. Rinsed my truck off. It needed it very badly, so thank you, rain. Okay, that's a quick little update for you as we cross into Tennessee. Okay, friends, we're approaching my delivery customer here in Memphis, kind of out in the industrial area of Memphis. One of them, anyway. I've filmed from here before, but I'm going to give you a look at the holding lot. There's a sign back there that says trucks entering should use gate 3. This is gate 1. Do not go in gate 1. This next one over the railroad tracks is gate 2. That's an exit only entry there. Do not enter. And then the final one is gate 3. And the holding lot is over here to the right. It's a good sized lot. They don't mind if you park there overnight. When I make this turn, you'll see a couple of porta potties there for your traveling convenience. So, I don't know what this truck here is doing. Looks like he's untarping. Maybe he's going to be delivering. So I'm going to try to sneak up in front of him. Get behind this this other truck. He's probably trying to get in to deliver. You know, they receive and load other things. It depends on what you're getting, what you're hauling. But for our stuff, it's usually 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Anyway, here we are. All right, everybody. Hey, it's what is today? Wednesday, I think. Wednesday morning. I just scaled in here at the customer in Memphis, Tennessee. I camped out in their big holding lot last night. I think I showed you that. There's about 20 trucks here checking in. I was the second truck to check in. Just giving you a look. I've got this Ferrous silicone, they call it, on the paperwork. I'm going to deliver. I've filmed from here several times before. Usually I'm unloading over here in this yard to the right, you know, some sort of scrap metal. But today, I think I'll be unloading probably up ahead there in that tan colored building. You know, they've got some partially covered bins there. I think that's where I'll be unloading this product, but I'm not positive. So the way this works here is you got to check in up here at this little tan colored trailer office. And you can either stop right here and walk up, or you can go around. I just learned this a couple of months ago. They've got a little window around the back side of this trailer where you can just walk up to the window and check in. So I'm going to do that. Alright guys, let me show you this. I'm backed into the dump spot, and I took my broom and I swept out a little bit so it'd be a little cleaner here. They had product strewn all around here, but there's the load. You can see should be plenty high enough, but that's it. Let's get this dumped. All right folks, so I just scaled out, got that load delivered. Dispatch has sent me my next load, picking up over on the other side of Memphis at the Fulling Dock warehouse, getting a similar type product. I think it's a manganese product. going down to Flowood, Mississippi. So we're only about 19 miles from my next shipper. So you can see the parking lot now is pretty much emptied out. It was pretty full when I first entered the scale. A lot of people waiting. So I'm just going to leave my tarp off for this short drive over. I swept out my trailer, made sure there was no product in there. There's a little bit of dust. As you might remember, this was a very dusty load. But I swept it out pretty good, and the wind will help clean it out on the way over. So that's that. Might get a little bit of rain this morning, the weatherman says. If so, I hope it's after I get loaded. So the GPS says it's going to take me about 40 minutes to get over there. You know, we're going to have, it's 7:43 right now, so we might run into a little Memphis morning traffic. And then to get to Flowood will be pretty much a straight shot down 55 south toward Jackson. Flowood's basically a suburb of Jackson. I'm guessing that's probably 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But that's it for now. All right, people. We are approaching my next shipper here in Memphis, Tennessee. Gonna make this left here onto Clink Avenue. I've picked up at this place several times. Pretty busy this morning. So normally I pick up, I haven't even looked at my order yet, but normally I pick up some sort of a ferrous manganese product. I can see there's another Oakley truck back there. Looks like he's backing into one of the loading positions. This is the facility over here to the left. So the way this works is they have a little gravel lot up here to the right. You'll see the scale over there to the left. That red truck's coming off of it. That's where we'll scale in and check in at the office. But first you have to pull over to the right into this little gravel lot. They've got a big sign here telling you what the CB channel is and a phone number if you need it. And you radio in and check in, and when she's ready for you, she'll tell you when to come in. It says channel 30. So let me try that. Okay. So I radioed in. Took her about 2 minutes to say, hey, come on in. It's kind of rare to get here and be the only truck waiting to check in. I've never used this parking lot to camp out in overnight. I've heard guys doing it, and then I've recently heard that they don't allow overnight parking. So I don't know. I might ask the lady when I check in. So I'm just giving you a look. As we make our way to the scale. Man, the weather, the temperature has dropped down to, right now it's, let me see, 69 degrees, and it's about 8:30 in the morning. That little rainstorm that came through yesterday brought some cool air. All right, so once we get up here on the scale, we'll walk over to the office there, and usually she has you fill out a little piece of paper with some basic information, and then she'll instruct us on where to go to get loaded. All right, so that took about 4 or 5 minutes. Like I said, she has you fill out some paperwork. Order number, truck number, name, phone number. Now sometimes you will turn right here and go back, way back to the right. But most of the time, you go this way. Looks like they've graded the gravel lot here recently. That's good. Oh, so I'm going to show you this. I noticed there's another Oakley truck trying to check in. A couple trucks behind me. So there's at least 3 of us here. Again, this load's going to go to Flowood, Mississippi. Alright. Kind of bumpy. There is the Oakley that's in the process of loading or waiting to be loaded. So I'm just going to kind of pull up here and get to where I can back up where he's at after he is finished. I don't see a loader. Sometimes you have to wait for the loader to come from back around on the other side. Anyway, this will put me in position where I can back into where he is once he's done. Okay guys, so I'm in the loading position. The loader's already checked my paperwork. You can see there's another Oakley driver waiting like I was. And what they do is they open up the back door here and take a picture of the trailer just to prove, you know, that it's empty and clean enough. So I'm going to take a picture, video of this once he starts loading. It generally just takes 2 scoops. This product is very heavy and the loader has a very large scooper on his front end loader. So they typically only give you like 23 tons. They just kind of go with 23 tons no matter what you tell them. But I told him, I said, hey, I can do 23 and a half if you want to. I could really do 24, but I said 23 and a half is a good target. In fact, the paperwork, when they give it to you, it already has 23 tons on it. So he's in there. Now, an interesting thing, when I was parked up there like that other Oakley driver, rolled down my window, I could smell, and I was telling the loader about this. I was like, man, what is that fishy smell? I've never noticed that before, but he was saying that up there in that corner of the warehouse, they have a small area that they produce fish meal. So that's what I was smelling. He said they, there he comes. They use that for, they send it off to different manufacturers and they make, you know, feed out of it. Animal feed, cat food probably. So let's get a look at this. It's gonna be dusty, but I'll... I know that's very loud. But you know, this is ferrous manganese, and it's very heavy. The volume of the load will be very small, but you pick up one of those rocks, and it's very heavy. You can see it's generating some dust, so I'm trying to stay out of that. Well, let's walk around this way. This guy's a really good loader. Very accurate, friendly. It'll give you a better look, and we're kind of upwind from the dust. You see, he can clear the bows with ease. When he gets done with that, I'll show it to you so you can see. Now, he'll add a second dump, but it probably won't even be a full scoop. He'll just get enough in there to get him up to his target weight. Pretty dark in there, so I know you can't see much. Woo! Still too dusty to look in there. All right, so you can see there, that's not a big pile. So he'll add another partial pile to that, and that'll be it. So a small but heavy load product. Anyway, once we get loaded, it's just a matter of going back around that warehouse to the scale, get our paperwork, go across the street, get the tarp on, and down to Flowood, Mississippi. All right, so I got scaled out. I ended up getting 23.7 tons. That put me right at about 79,000 pounds, so that's great. Leaves me a little room to get some fuel later on today on the way down to Flowood. And I did ask the lady in the office about overnight parking, and she said they do not allow overnight parking in this lot across the street. And she said they put up a sign saying that recently. So that's why people are asking, because I think you know, they used to be a little more lenient, because I've talked to guys that have parked here before, but now they clearly don't want us parking there. All right, so I'm just going to pull over here and get my tarp rolled up, send in my shipping information, make a fresh cup of coffee, and we'll be out of here. I was helping that next Oakley driver that was about to load after me had never picked up here before, so I was kind of talking to him about how things work. All right, that's it for here.